game that I had, but I guess I could do it here with all these people. Basically, coming up with, instead of a song, coming up with a movie idea for just random bits of information. So, first of all, I need a genre. What's...
Romantic comedy.
A romantic comedy?
With horror.
Okay, let's go with the romantic comedy first. So, give me the two main characters. Who are the...
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and...
Bugs Bunny.
Justin Bieber. Okay. This is gonna go I can make it work. I can make it work. Okay. And give me... What's the time period?
1800s.
1800s. Ooh. I can make that work. Okay. So for a movie, a romantic comedy. Okay. Oh, alright. I got it. So, this is in the early American colonies. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a very successful banker in the colony of... the United States is already there, so you don't have to worry, they're not a colony anymore, they're this actual country. In the state of Connecticut, Arnold Schwarzenegger is an immigrant from Austria, and his adopted son, Justin, is an aspiring flautist, a flute player. That's what he would be back then. And he falls in love with this lovely lady named... Can I get a name? Just give me a name. A nice... What was a nice... Elvis, okay. Her name is Elvis, don't ask why. And they are secretly in love, but she's from the town next door. So the problem is, there's a big rivalry between the two towns, because it began a long time ago with the sort of patriarchs of each town. They got into an argument over a patch of land where they would grow beets. And so it goes along back. So basically it's sort of like Romeo and Juliet, except the twist is that she's really a witch, or they think she's a witch. So Justin Bieber has to, with Elvis, they not only have to hide their love from each other, but they also have to try to avoid, getting her burned at the stake. So this is sort of a romantic comedy at that. And also, there's at the end, it's revealed that she is in reality her... I'm sorry. I'm trying to make an M. Night Shyamalan ending, it's not working. That's probably why it's not very good. So that's okay, that's an idea. But what would it be called? We would call it... The Flautist. The Flautist is very easy. That's,
The Last Flautist.
The Last Flautist. The Flautist. The Magical Flautist, maybe, or something like that. Okay. Let's do another one. Another genre. Give me a different genre. We'll try. Horror? You want a horror movie? Okay. Give me just some random characters. Give me some people. Mickey Mouse. Tupac Shakur. I like Tupac. I'm getting a good one already. What else?
Santa Claus.
What's up? Kool-Aid Man?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Rainbow guy.
So, and Double Rainbow Guy. That's it. Okay. So, after his success as a YouTube star, the Double Rainbow Guy is a part-time detective on the Anaheim beat. So he was working in Anaheim. But the nights have been longer, it's winter, it's dark, and Double Rainbow Guy is, experiencing some very weird phenomenon that are happening around his whole work after the death of his family and some of those around him by a mysterious killer. He's become obsessed with finding this killer. And so on a very dark day, something strange begins to happen. A string of murders similar to the one his family had, they're happening all over again. So he has to find this killer, right? So he employs the help of Mickey Mouse, who knows Anaheim pretty well, if you know where Disneyland is. It's in Anaheim. And so Double Rainbow Guy also has to confront his his addiction to drugs. If you ever saw the video, you know he's very high, and Mickey Mouse has to confront his very annoying personality. I mean, how hard is it? You know, you get a guy, you know, you're trying to solve a mystery, and the guy next to you's like, oh, I think we found it. So basically, the horror part is they get stuck in this warehouse where they chase the killer in, but they find out that it's Tupac Shakur. But not only is it Tupac Shakur, because we all know that Tupac Shakur was dead. In reality, Tupac Shakur has been resurrected to life as a zombie.
Yeah.
And it is up to Double Rainbow Guy and Mickey Mouse to stop him. But we find out in the end, this was all perfectly orchestrated by Kool-Aid Guy, who was jealous of all the attention that Double Rainbow Guy was getting from the internet, because, you know, that's apparently important to him. And he was tired. Kool-Aid Guy has a real sour and angry spot towards children, because they drink him all the time. He isn't like that. And so he sees Mickey Mouse as like the last bastion of all things children. So basically this is a very sort of dark movie where, you know, they have to not only confront their own demons, they have to confront the evil that is Kool-Aid Man and Zombie Tupac. So there, you can give that to Warner Brothers and I won't be mad. Alright, we'll do one more and I'll finish it up. So what's another genre we want to do?
Documentary.
Quentin.
Quentin Tarantino. Romance? We already did romantic comedy. Any others?
Romance.
Action. Okay, we'll do action and maybe a little bit of romance on the side. So give me some characters.
Moby.
The brother from Linkin Park.
Mr. Darcy.
I don't even know who that is. Okay, Mr. Darcy, Optimus Prime. Can I get a love interest?
Action Jackson.
Jet Li? Okay, so I have Optimus Prime, Mr. Darcy. Can I get a love interest for one of them?
Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba?
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus. Now we're making it interesting. Okay. Give me a bad guy.
LeBron James.
Let's not make this controversial. I don't particularly...
He has to cry in the movie, though.
He has to cry in the movie? Alright, we'll do that. Okay, so we have Mr. Darcy and Optimus Prime. So, okay, basically what happens is the Autobots finished off, you know, Megatron and fighting all those bad robots and stuff, right? So in the next Michael Bay movie, can this be directed by Michael Bay? Is that okay?
Sure. Explosions.
Lots of explosions. So in anything, you know, there's lots of stuff. So there's lots of trailers and anyway. So this will be a Transformers movie. Transformers, you know, Optimus Prime. There's a strange signal coming from the surface of Mars. So, you know, Optimus Prime says, Autobots, we must go to Mars. I can't do Optimus Prime very well. So they go, right? And while they're there, they find this like cloud of nanobots that they have to like somehow fight off. They're like flies, you know. But luckily, one of the robots has like transforms into like this electric fly swatter and they kill it, right? But it was guarding something. But what was it guarding? It was guarding some strange like hula hoop. I don't know where they found it. But there were lots of explosions in the middle. So remember, this is Michael Bay. So they bring it back to Earth. They give it to the humans. Bad mistake. Mistake number one. And they activate it. It's sort of like almost like Stargate, right? And so, you know, they go in. It's a big hula hoop. It's not like a little one. So the people go into it. It was like a hula hoop to the Autobots, right? Because they're really big. But the people, it's like, you know, they can walk in it and stuff. And so they walk in it, and they're transported back to the Victorian era in England. And they accidentally. Basically, when they come, it's quite a violent entry into the Victorian era. So they spook Mr. Darcy as he's riding on his horse, and he falls off, and he breaks his leg, and they're, you know, far from anywhere. And they're like, "Well, crap, you know, we've already done something wrong. This is a bad idea." But Mr. Darcy said, "Well, you can't just leave me here." So they just like, "All right, we'll bring you along." This is how I'm including Mr. Darcy. It doesn't make sense. So they bring Mr. Darcy back, and as they're mending his wounds. Wait, who's the bad guy again? Oh, LeBron James. Okay. basically, LeBron, by this time, has had a successful career as a basketball player and has won. How many championships are we going to give him?
One.
Wow, no one likes LeBron James. That's fine. I don't really have any feelings towards it. So after winning one championship, he's haunted by the fact that he didn't win anymore. He's like, he's not like Dr. J or Michael Jordan, right? He was, he felt like, his time as an NBA player was destroyed, and so what he seeks to do, he's by then become a great infomercial spokesperson, has gained a lot of money and empire since the passing of Billy Mays. And so what happens then is LeBron learns of this, so he sends his super spy, Miley Cyrus, because she is a bad guy at the beginning, and so she goes and she steals the hula hoop. I don't know how she steals it. She steals it. There's lots of explosions, and then she gets one of the bad robots to grab it or something. And they bring it back, and they're going to activate the time machine. Mr. Darcy's still with a broken leg, and they need the Autobots to do something. So they basically band together, and they have to find him because if LeBron James goes back in time, he can alter the whole time thing, and there's no flying DeLoreans in this, so you have to. It's once he has it, he can do whatever he wants with it, and it's very dangerous. And anyway, basically, he goes back in time, but he misses the date that he's going to, so he transports all the way back to the Wild West. And so all the Autobots, they find the time machine, they're able to go in after him, and they're able to fight him off, while also fighting hordes of Indians that have descended upon a little town. They fight all of them off, and then in the middle, I'm probably boring you, so I'm going to make it quick. Miley Cyrus turns sides and hands the time machine back over to the Autobots, and they go back. And LeBron James is left to die in the Mojave Desert. So that's why you're saying, you guys don't even like this guy. Sorry, well that's about all the time I have for you today. Sorry about that.